the fields of Anfield Road. We are the supporters. We come from Liverpool. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. We conquered all of Europe, and we will never stop. From Paris on to Turkey, we've won the fucking lot. Bob Paisley and Bill Shankly, the fields of Anfield Road. We are the supporters. We come from Liverpool. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale. Ale, ale, ale.
Yes, people, what's going on? How you doing, people? Good to see you about. Good to see you about. Do you know what I mean? I was supposed to do the show today at 3:00, but I got caught up with a few stuff around the house and that, and I just couldn't do it at that time. So I thought, you know what? I will move it to 11 o'clock tonight and invite my good friend on, my co-host, Mr. Copfather, and maybe, just maybe, N90 might be joining us. You know what I mean? So yeah,
All good.
yeah.
All good.
So
Big
please,
up to everyone on YouTube. Big up to everyone on X. We're streaming on both.
yeah, get in there. Yeah, as I said, big up to everybody in the building. Please hit the like button and subscribe button, and also hit the notification button. You know what I mean? Make sure you do that. And yeah, all those fun stuff, all that fun stuff. You get me? 2 more legs, yeah, stuff like that. So we'll get into chat. We'll get into the chat just in a little bit. Don't worry about that. We'll get in a little bit. But yeah, good to see everybody there. Yeah, this Bradley Barcola thing. Just getting a bit pissed off with it, to be honest. I'm just getting a bit fed up of hearing, Bradley Barcola, there's a bid coming in soon, and this and that.
It's how we do things, unfortunately. Look at the exact situation. In the end, he having to pay 5 mil of his own money to get 130 mil over the line.
And whose fault is that?
It's Liverpool's fault.
This is what I'm talking about. I'm sick and tired of it now. I'm sick and tired of not having a transfer that can go straight, that can be straightforward. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is what we're talking about.
Exactly.
I'm talking about the fact of straightforward transfer.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What's wrong with that? Do you know what I mean? I've got to change my top because it's screwing. It's messing with the bloody
Yeah, I was going to say.
green screen. It's messing with the green screen. Let me change my top. I'll do it in a minute.
It's about to disappear without a trace.
It's like that.
He's about to join Glenn Miller.
Ravi said, "Big up."
Big up, Ravi.
Big up, Ravi.
Big up,
Natasha says, "Hi, Ravi. Big up." Says, "Hi, Uncle." Also, Liverpool signed players or not, it's their fault when they don't win the 21st Prem and 7th Champions League. Well,
on that, let's be honest though. If a manager like Slot can come into the Premier League and win,
yeah,
why can't Areola?
Well, yeah, but the thing is about it, different circumstances, because not being funny, number one, yeah, that Arne Slot walked into a great team and that, right? And number two, they still had the mentality for Klopp last season.
They still have that mentality.
No, they don't. They don't, because what did they do last season?
That's them. That's them under the tactics of the manager.
This is what I'm talking about.
We'll have to see.
No, this is what I'm talking about. What I'm trying to say is the difference was with Arne Slot, for what Arne Slot walked into to what Ariola's walking into. Arnie Slot walked into literally a team that was ready to win the Premiership. The only reason they never won the Premiership the season before is because Klopp was leaving. Do you know what I mean? Yeah? And the momentum went, right? But really and truly, they walked into a team that sort of like had left. He had like, put it this way, he had Luis Diaz, he had Jota, Darwin Núñez, Ryan Gravenberch, McAllister, and all sorts. He walked into a ready-made team, yeah. But it's different to what Ariola's walked in, because Ariola's lost literally. He's lost Salah, he's lost Robertson, he's lost Kanate, so he's lost 3 players so far, and it doesn't look like they're going to be replaced. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's different stuff.
Robertson wasn't a starter, and Salah. Well, Salah's the only one I'll give you. I'll give you Salah when I give you Kanate, but I can't give you Robertson because Robertson wasn't going to be.
But Robertson was part of that. Robertson was part of that sort of like part of that team that won that league that season.
But don't you remember last summer they were saying that Liverpool team that walked onto the pitch is going to go back to back because it was good enough. All the rivals were saying it, and all our fans were saying it as well. That team was good enough to dominate the Premier League.
No, it wasn't.
That's what they were saying last season.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It wasn't. That's just.
I know that. You know that.
Just that doesn't make sense. That's just nonsense. That team was nowhere good enough. That team last season was nowhere good enough, right, to win, to dominate, to go on and dominate. The only way the only reason they thought that we was going to dominate because they thought that we was going to get all our signings. That means that we get like Isaac, we got Ekatike, we got like Kirkes Frimpong, and they thought that we was going to get Rodrigo, from Real Madrid for the left, because obviously in the day Luis Diaz has gone to Bayern Munich, and they thought we was going to get Gay as well. So that's why they thought we were going to go and dominate, but we never got those 2 players. We got what we wanted, but not what we need. So do you know what I mean? It's like, hold on 1 second. Almost 1 second. Stay there 1 second. 1 second. Can you hear me, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I took it out from me while I do this thing. Yeah, so there's no way that was that team, no way was that team going to be good enough. With all those change, if they made the right changes, if they got through the players, right, that they were supposed to, right, yes, then we could have dominated quite easy. Could have dominated, but we never. As usual,
we wouldn't have dominated anything with Arnie Slot in charge. I'm sorry, we wouldn't. We wouldn't have dominated.
That's another thing. I said that before. This is what I talked to Fuzzy today, right? With having a good chat and that, right? And I said that. I said it in the day, right? That no way was Arnie Slot ever going to be good enough, right, for Liverpool Football Club. No way on earth that was going to happen, right? Yeah, but there's people, right, that did not listen to me, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
But they started to listen to me, when it went Pete Tong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When they went Pete Tong, that's when they started to listen to me. That's when they started to say sort of like, oh, maybe Uncle Roz was right. Do you know how many apologies that I got, right? Yeah. Hold on 1 second. You know apologies. Yeah, apologies that I got that season and towards the end of the season, middle of the season, when it was going catastrophically wrong. I got bare apologies. You know what I mean?
But that's like rearranging the furniture on the Titanic.
Huh?
That's like rearranging the furniture on the Titanic. It's still going down. It doesn't matter about the apologies.
But I knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
So the apologies didn't mean nothing to me. But what I'm trying to say, no way was that team last season going to be good enough to dominate. No way. Big up to the boiled eggs and on the panel. I'm just messing. Prat.
Ball eggs, I like
Yeah.
that.
I see Liverpool. In discussions for Ryan. Yeah, right.
Well, go and get him then.
I believe want to see it. Hey, Sparrow Copite.
Bring
Breathe
him.
in, breathe in, Copite. Big up, man. He goes, big up, Uncle Roz, Copfather, and the chat. Hope you are well. Hope we all are
All
doing
good,
well.
mate. Good to see you.
Copfather has had a haircut. Big up.
You sure?
Big up. Clive says, big up everyone. Hope everyone is was well. Big up. Hi, Clive. That's come from Natasha. Question and thoughts on, was it PR for a lot of average players have great PR to work in their favor? Is anybody in particular?
Well,
Is
it
anybody?
depends.
No. Just go on.
So it depends who's actually believing what they're telling you. I don't care about PR because I don't listen to a word they're saying. You can't convince me that my eyes are lying to me. You can't convince me of that. You're not doing your jobs properly and bringing in more transfers. You've lost 3 first teamers. Okay, one of them might not be classed as a first teamer anymore in Robertson, but he still played a lot of games. So I'm still classing him as a first teamer. Salah's gone, Canate's gone. Those first two 11, right? Canate was our only fit centre back alongside Van Dijk last season. Didn't get injured. The only time he went off is when his father passed away. That's the only time he wasn't playing for us. Other than that, he played every single game. Can you tell me the same of Jacket? Can you tell me the same of Leone? Can you tell me the same about that 17-year-old that we're playing in the pre-season that's about 6'7"?
Well, he's got.
Looks like a giant walking around.
Yeah, but he's gone on loan though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go on loan due to the work permit. So he can
Have you
get
seen the
work
size of
permit.
him?
Yeah, he's massive. And he's good as well. Good.
He's good, but he's massive.
Oh yeah, fucking massive.
Absolutely humongous he is.
But another thing, was there anybody in particular that you're talking about, Ravi? Let me know.
Yeah, man. Who are you talking about?
It has been frustrating how long things are taking, but now that PSG are on the verge of a couple of deals, hopefully we'll hear some progress soon. Let's hope. Hi Nat and Bar. Hi Natasha, hope you are good. That's come from Breathing Copite. Hi Clive, hope you're good. Come from the same person. Liverpool should get Mamouche, as City have signed. Was it Rouardi earlier today? But they won't go and get him. You don't go get him. They can shove him under the Liverpool nose, and they still won't buy him. They'll give some excuse of why they couldn't buy him. This isn't. Was it Taco's miracle? That's why are we fucking with it? Read that for me, please.
This isn't today's miracle. That's why we are effed with FSG. I think that's what he was saying.
Okay. I want Ryan. He's ace. You've only seen him for one season, Revy. You've only seen him for one season. Come on now, man. Seriously, I'm not really with this. Like seeing a player for one season, he's done well, yeah, and you want all of a sudden go and get him. You know what I mean? You know,
I would say go and get him because his manager's now our manager, and we know what he's capable of under this manager. That's why I'd say go and get him for no other reason than that. If it's a random player, right, and our manager's never managed him, I'm not interested in the one season wonder. I'm interested in what this manager can get out of him, and what I've seen of this manager, you can get quite a lot out of Ryan. So give him a chance.
Yeah, but I would think, I would say, yeah. But this is my problem. This is my problem. Yeah. I would say get both of them.
Yeah, I'm saying get both.
Yeah, but
Barcola.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, Ravi's only saying get one of them. Ryan, he's picking Ryan over Barcola.
No, I'm getting both.
Yeah, I can't. That's what I'm saying. Subscribe. Big up everyone.
Big up, Ravi.
Bonkers LFC says, is Vinny staying or going? I think he's staying at Real Madrid. And if he is going, he won't be coming to Arsenal, put it that way.
He won't be coming to Arsenal because Arsenal's not paying 600 grand a week.
Toilet liquor to the house, man. Mika, was it Mika
Guts.
signing has to mean, but this is a player that one of the players that PSG signed means Barcola is done surely. And big up Uncle Ross, big up to you, man. I hope so, my friend.
Well, that's what they were waiting for. Then, yeah, cool. But I'm sick of being the team that has to wait for everyone else to get their business done.
Yeah. Costa's being back as to squad depth at least.
Does it?
I don't know. I don't know about that one, mate. But don't know about that one. My biggest concern at the minute is the lack of links to centre backs. Facts, Bolivian, and right backs, which are two areas that need addressing. Facts.
Play Calvin Ramsey, screw it. What's the worst he could do?
Yeah, play him. You know what I mean? But you see, I can understand what you're saying because there's no links to any of them. Do you know what I mean? I mean, we are short in the day in a centre back era. At least we are short. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I can't remember the time where we haven't been short in that department.
Yeah. Bruno G to Arsenal, done deal. Okay. We'll see. If Arsenal, I want to know what Liverpool are doing to be winners. Fuck all.
Nothing.
What's that? Long night to all coconuts.
Big up, Bob.
See, long night, Also, depending on the situation, this is gone for Bolivian, with Jones as well. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a minute, actually.
That's a bit weird, that.
Yeah, that is weird. And Inter Milan's renewed interest. We need another midfielder unless Nione fills that void. I think Nione's going to get a lot more games this season because
is he going to play a 6? Because he looks like he's quite defensive minded.
Yeah, and to be honest, I think Areola is very impressed with him. Areola's very impressed with him.
I am. I definitely am. I enjoyed watching that game.
He's good. Yeah, Nione is good. Very good. Ravi says, Roz, how many people laugh at me and you when we sold? It says, we said Slot was crap when he was joining us. Yeah, there was enough. There was enough. There's enough, Ravi, I'm telling you. Salah talks with Besiktas have fallen through. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate, actually. Roz Cop, I'm just saying in general about PR, how does it work? Okay. Was it? Have you guys heard any updates in relation to the consortium looking to buy a minority investment in Liverpool? Unfortunately, that's gone quiet at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah, it's gone back behind the scenes again.
So very quiet at the moment, seriously. It's MRB Liverpool, big up to you, sir. He said, good evening, gents. Hope all is well for the both of you. You never walk alone.
Mr. B, big up.
Big up, Mr. B. He's new. He's new, this guy is. Innit? He's new.
Heartbreak Kid.
Big up, Heartbreak Kid. Please hit the like button and subscribe button, and also hit the notification button. You will notify whenever I'll go live as well. Okay. I forgot to put the links in for the other things in the description. Did I put the? Hold on. I think I might have put my thing in there. You know. No, I didn't. I forgot. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Heartbreak Kid, big up Heartbreak Kid. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, also hit the notification button but most of all, subscribe. We only seen Ekitike for one season, and we know he's ace. Yeah, you're right. You are right.
He is right.
You're right. You're very right. Salah back to Liverpool.
I'll enjoy
Hopes
that.
it. I'm sorry. Mickey, what's going on, bro?
Hey.
What's going on? Listen, Mick, if you want the link, mate, you can. I'll send a link. You jump in for a little bit. It's up to you if you're not too busy.
Yeah,
But
man,
yeah,
come on
so
in.
yeah,
Come on in.
you know what? So let's have a look at Twitter. Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at Twitter. I'm gonna have. I want to talk about something later on in the show. You know what I mean? With you, yeah. It's something totally different from football.
Okay.
We'll talk about it later. All right. So I want to see. What's it? Breaking Chelsea have been handed a 10 million fine by the FA and a suspended 2-window transfer ban. Fuck me.
Whoa.
This came out 8 hours ago. It relates to the secret payment to agents when Roman Abramovich was owner. It's all coming out now, isn't it, mate? It's all coming out now.
Jesus. These guys get transfer bans like no other club I've ever seen. Where's City's transfer bans?
Oh, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you know what I mean? Go figure, innit? Go figure.
Where's City's transfer bans, right? Why is it up to Chelsea get transfer bans? Where's City's?
Go figure. Go figure, mate. Go figure. So, let's look at this. All right. This is the one I think that everybody's piss off, idiot. Let's see something. Yeah, that's it. Right, this is the one everybody's obviously obviously want to know what's going on. You know what I mean? This is the one. All right, this one here. Do you know what I mean? Everybody wants to know. No, we're not going for that. Everyone wants to know what's going on. I do. I'm getting kind of fed up with it. Exclusive. Liverpool have made an opening bid for Bradley Barcola with the Reds, hoping to close the deal for around 100 million plus add-ons. Talk are progressing well as PSG aim for more reasonable add-ons. What's your thoughts?
That's progress.
Yeah.
If they're aiming for reasonable add-ons, then at least that's progress. It's not like they're saying outright, no, we don't want 100 million. No, we don't want that. It's the add-ons they're looking at now. That's at least it's progress. I see that as progress myself.
But when you, sorry, it's just something on my cup. I don't know what it was. What shouldn't you think? Don't you think that it should be here by now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're always hearing this. Everything that comes out, it's always a situation: progress. It always
Virts
is.
was the same though, wasn't he? Remember the deal for Virts? It was rejected, then accepted. Virts was the worst one I've ever seen because he agreed to sell him to us, but then kept saying rejected. And then
Because what it was with Liverpool, which pisses me off about Liverpool, is that like a team, a club will say, well, we want this amount, right? Now I'm a believer to say that if you really want this player, and this player is a player that you feel can improve your team, can bring success, just pay the fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
Just pay it. Stop with this trying to lowballing, trying to negotiate. Because what that doesn't, is that pisses teams off or clubs off, and they lose interest, and then all of a sudden, right, you have Chelsea from the capital that says comes in and says, oh, okay, you want 6 million for your player? Right, there you go. There you go. Do you know what I mean?
Do you remember our fan base celebrating because they had to pay more for Caicedo?
Yeah.
I was like, right, so you're celebrating because we made Chelsea pay more money for the player we wanted, and I'm supposed to be happy about that. Why? Because, okay, they paid more money, but they got the player.
Exactly.
Isn't it better to get the player rather than laughing at someone paying more money for the player that you wanted?
Yeah. I remember that. Remember the whole premises of John W. Henry coming into London, because remember we was playing he's playing Chelsea that weekend, weren't we? That weekend we was playing Chelsea. The whole premises of that was the fact is that he was supposed to offer more. You know what I mean? And he's supposed to do something anyway. Something he was supposed to do, but it's more money, or he's supposed to. He was supposed to sort of like, you know, come with some strong you know, tactic or something like that. Everybody was waiting into anticipation. That's why I don't wait for these guys. You know what I mean? If he's coming in, because they said like John W. Henry is flown into Liverpool to have talks about this consulting business. I'm thinking, yeah, all right, whatever.
Send an email, mate. Fucking hell, don't bother coming over here.
Yeah, but the thing is about it, even though this guy comes in to Liverpool, he's not come in to sort this out. He's just come in to sort of like, you know, watch over his franchises and probably catch a few couple of games, because you know what, guaranteed the next couple of days he'd be flying back out again. Do you know what I mean?
We're in America right now playing. Is he there?
Huh?
We're in America right now playing, okay? So we played against Sunderland, we played against Wrexham. Is he there?
No.
What's
And we're
his
playing. I think our last game is on Sunday, isn't it? Our last game is on Sunday, where we play Leeds. That's our last game.
Is he there?
No.
What's his excuse?
I don't know.
You don't have to take a flight, mate. You can take a limo. You can take your yacht. You can walk there, probably. You're not even that far from where we are. So what's your excuse for not turning up and watching us in pre-season? Your supposed club, even though we're second place to the Boston Red Sox.
I don't know.
I got all that information straight away, Rods, when I seen the Liverbird word in Red Sox. That told me everything I needed to know about this owners. A lot of people don't even remember that. There was an image of the Liverbird wording Red Sox, no word of a lie.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat who remember seeing that, it could have been on Twitter at the time, but there was an actual image of the Liverbird wording Red Sox.
It's a joke. It's a joke.
I was disgusted straight away. I was FSG out from there. That was too far for me, that. Because that then shows where their loyalties lay. You're putting Red Sox on the Liverbird, which meant you were trying to turn the Liverbird into the Boston Red Sox, which meant you care more about them than us.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Let's see if we can find anything else on this Barcola thing.
At this point, I'm just going to sit back and just go, here we go again.
Something tells me this is not going to happen. Yeah. Something tells me it's not going to happen. I'm just thinking it's not going to happen.
I'm just going to keep an eye on it. Apparently the 100 million is acceptable, but the add-ons are not. Okay, so just sort the add-ons out, and then then let's hear the excuse now. But now that they signed this off a player, they're probably more likely to let him go.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It is, isn't it? That's the way business seems to work these days. Oh, wait, no, you can't have our player. Why? We need to sign a replacement. What do you mean you need to sign a replacement? Well, go and get your replacement. We're in the summer transfer window, mate. We're taking your player. You go and buy a replacement. What's all this crap? That's what you're saying to me. Wait a minute. I want to sell my car, but let me go and buy a new one first. What? What?
It makes no sense, does it?
That's not how it works. You sell the car to buy a new car. So what the hell's that about?
I don't know. What they're saying here now. Let me put this one up. All right, so PSG officially opened the door for Bradley Barcola's exit. Liverpool's on it for weeks and personal terms, no issue. Club to club talks underway. Opening bid set to be rejected, but LFC optimistic agreeing around 100 million can be struck. Appreciate it. Yeah. But if you know at the end of the day that 100 million, yeah, 100 million is going to be rejected. Don't go in that offer then, is it?
It looks like the 100 million is not the bit that's rejected, it's the add-on part that's rejected. So whatever that add-on gets up to, or
You just said,
what
yeah.
you need to do to get the add-ons.
No, you just said it.
Realistic.
No, you just said there the bid for the opening bid will be rejected. Bid will be rejected. Do you know what I mean? So like that's gonna be obviously the money and the add-ons as well. It's gonna be rejected. Everything's gonna be rejected.
Did they tell us a while back they were only bidding 80 million, 85 million, because it was around about the same that they were advertising Maca for, if I remember, it's a few shows ago. So that was the opening bid. This 100 million one hasn't been rejected, but the add-ons have. That's what I'm getting from the previous post.
Take over for a bit, mate.
All right, no worries. Yeah, that's what I'm getting from this from that information. Basically, it's just saying that 100 million's acceptable. However, the add-ons are not. So, does anyone have any information on the add-ons and what they had to do to hit the add-ons and how much the add-ons actually went up to? Because that seems to be the sticking point for PSG. It's unrealistic. And that says Cop Father on the Coke. I am indeed. Lovely bit of 3 litre bottle of Coca-Cola. You can pick this up at Asda, just in case anyone that likes Coca-Cola as much as I do. And that says, and yet the 115 charges on City are delayed again. Don't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me with that team anymore. Romero from Spurs being linked to Liverpool. Why Romero? I'd rather have Van der Ven. I'd rather have him. I'd rather have Van der Ven and Van Dijk together. That'll do me. That's a good partnership. Have Jacket as the backup. There you go. Mr. Liverpool himself, Uncle Rods and Cotfather, what's your opinion on Nico Williams playing on the wing, and do you think he's got the ability to play inside the position if we were to go for him? Nico Williams, I mean, sure. He's been highly touted, hasn't he? If it's the Nico Williams I'm thinking of, he's been highly touted quite a few times. We need someone who's going to be able to take on the mantle. Now, Isak is supposed to be the one who's providing the goals when Salah leaves, but Isak's goals, well, it's a bit of a different story, isn't it? I mean, 2 last season, 3 if you include the Carabao. He got injured, and he just wasn't fit all season. But I'm sorry, no matter how unfit you are, 3 goals is not acceptable. 3 goals is not acceptable at all. No way, shape, no form, no chance. Chris says, love Rods. Thank you, Chris, always, mate. And says, family's okay, lads. Yeah, all good, mate, all good. Always all good, mate. Fantastic. And that says, hi, Christopher. And Christopher says, FSG out. Of course, FSG always out. I wanted FSG out. The very first time I'd seen that image of them putting the liver bird in red socks. Too far for me. Way too far. I didn't like seeing that. It could have been on Twitter could have been on Facebook, could have been on anything at the time. But yeah, I did not like that image at all. It just showed me that that's where their priorities lie with the Red Sox, because they put Red Sox on our live bird, and you just don't do that. Get Mamouche, he's there and ready and waiting. It just depends now. City will not strengthen a rival. They won't. They won't strengthen a rival. It's just not good business. They don't see Arsenal as a rival. Now they might, but even them you probably don't. Now are clubs working on more than one deal? We are struggling to negotiate one. It's possible we're only working on this one. It's possible. But last season, if you remember, Isaac deal was talked about at the beginning and then done at the end. In the meantime, you picked up Ekatike, picked up Frimpong, you picked up Kirkus, you picked up Wirtz. So I don't know. Liverpool have a habit of just surprising us. But if we're going to go off what they've done recently, then let's see. It'll be Barcola. It'll be Jacket, because they'll claim from January still the same year, so it's still the same season. But that's how they'll put it, not me. And who's the other one? Muniz, if that's how you pronounce his name. The one who scored for Spain. Now, complete unknown, isn't he? Could he score loads of goals for us? Who knows? FSG have put all their eggs into one basket. They always do. They put all their eggs into the Isaac basket last season. Nothing surprised me anymore. Last summer they put all their eggs in that basket. That's why they never went for anyone after he said that that's the only player we're going for now. We can afford him by selling half the squad. And says, seems more urgency in training. Exactly. There's more aggression. When we're playing against Wrexham, though, they are more aggressive than us. But aren't they in the Championship? They're going to be more aggressive than us, aren't they? Because the Championship is basically just like a soft punch-up. All the tackles going in the Championship are completely different than the tackles going in the Premiership. So they're going to be more aggressive than us. But what I will say about that game is, if you can find a way to get a win out of nothing, then I'd rather see wins on the board than styles of play. If I'm going to be completely honest, that's just me though. I'd rather see points, I'd rather see wins rather than a style of play. I don't care what you do on that pitch, but make sure you got a goal, whatever you do. Mr. Liverpool, Frimpong needs to step up a bit more this season and get stuck in. Well, where's he playing? Is he playing as our right back? Is he playing as our right wing cover? What is he doing? Does anyone even know where he plays? Because he's a right wing back, which means technically, according to right wing backs of the past, Adam Traore, for example, he could play as the right wing back, and he can also play as the right winger. So I'm guessing that's going to be pretty much the same. They should hold a debate between FSG and the fans. The fans are just... Well, it depends what fans. Depends what fans. Are they going to get the fans in that's going to tell the truth? Or are they going to get the fans in that's just going to push the narrative? That's the problem with that. If they get me up there, I'd be like, what have you guys been doing? What are you doing to make my club a success? Because I had 30 years of crap branded at me, Ants, and probably Ravi, and anyone else, was every season, it's our year. We're going to win the Premier League this season, even though we hadn't won it the previous season or the season before that. We hadn't won the damn thing since it was created in 1992. We hadn't won it. And it just went on and on and on and on. Up until the point of COVID, 2019-20 season, we finally got it over the line. I couldn't celebrate it. Ant couldn't celebrate it. Ravi couldn't celebrate it. We couldn't celebrate the trophy. We'd waited so long for all those years, all those fights on the playground that I would have had to endure, Ant would have had to endure, and probably Ravi would have had to endure. Because if you look at what I did up in the northwest, yeah, you would have had to get into a couple of scraps because you'd be defending Liverpool against Man United fans or against Everton fans or whoever the hell's around you. I had United and Everton fans around me, my two biggest rivals, which is why I grew up hating them both. Generally thought I'd never see us win the league. That's exactly what I thought as well. I'm honest. I've seen it season after season after season after season. That season where we won the Champions League, I was confident going into the season after. I was like, finally, I've seen my team win a major trophy. It's brilliant. Because I've seen them win the Carabao, I've seen them win the Carling Cup, I've seen them win the FA Cup, and I've seen them win the UEFA Cup. But I hadn't seen them win anything major. So in 2005, when we finally got the Champions League over the line, I was like, yeah, it's going to be great, this. Next season, we're going in, and we're going to pick up the Super Cup. We're going to pick up the FIFA World Club Cup, whatever the hell that was. I didn't even know what that was at the time, but apparently it was a trophy. Obviously lost that final, but we picked up the Super Cup. So that was pretty good at the time. But yeah, we just had to go for it. Every season would be like, this is the team. Yes. And you remember as I do as well, Am, you can go back and look. Every single season was a different first 11. Wasn't the same players. There was always a different team. There's a couple of core players, like Gerrard would still be there. Carragher would still be there. But the striker would change. The wingers would change. The left back and right back would change. The midfield would change. And you were like, well, how are you supposed to build a squad around a team that just keeps changing the first 11 every season? It's only when Klopp came in that I've seen for the first time in my life, I'd actually seen a consistent 11 created and then added to. Before that, I'd never seen it. We are a cup team growing. We were a cup team growing up. Yes, we were. We were a cup team growing up. 100% agree with that. It's exactly what we were. Mr. Liverpool says Frimpong is a right wing back and he can also play on the right wing, just like what Arnold did. But I think he's better off staying at right wing back as he does more there because he doesn't suit playing right wing midfielder. I don't know. He got a few scrappy goals and he did a great cross to Ekitike where we could learn that Ekitike could actually head the ball. Although after that, he didn't really prove that he could do that because he kept heading it wide. But that's neither here nor there. We had a joint manager. Remember that? Mad times. Yes, I remember that. At one point, we had, I think it was Benitez and Gerard Houllier basically as like joint managers, Houllier and Benitez. Madness. Absolute madness. Because Gerard Houllier was in hospital. If I remember right, it was Gerard Houllier was in hospital and Benitez was like the curve like step-in manager, and then he got the job, and then won us the Champions League. So with Houlier's squad, Houllier and Evans, yeah, I remember that. That was definitely that. Houllier and Evans, oh yeah. Roy Evans, oh yes, I remember that manager. Didn't do much though, did he? It's like I was saying though, man, and Ravi was still here. What we seen growing up essentially said to us that Liverpool are a cup team.
I read all the comments.
Yeah. Apart from this one, all five technically Houlier's team. It was Houlier's team. It's not technically about it. It was Houlier's team.
Yeah, 0405 was good. Yeah, it was.
It means the 05 team that won the Champions League was basically Houlier's team.
Basically. Basically, I mean,
it was Houlier's team, Houlier's tactics with Rafael Benitez just there.
Yeah, because I think what he did, what Benitez did, he sharpened up on the tactics. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Because put it this way, if we was losing 3-0 under a Houllier team in the Champions League final, we would have just literally lost that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's because obviously Benitez came in with different tactics, but basically in the day there was only 2 players that played in that final that were Houlier's that were Benitez's players, which was obviously Alonso and Luis Garcia.
That was it, yeah.
Yeah, the rest literally were Houlier's players. You know what I mean?
Who signed Dudek? Was that Houllier?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, from Feyenoord. Houle rushed himself back. Shouldn't have loved Houle. Yeah, definitely for sure. I mean, I think he started the way that Liverpool really should be playing. He started it. It's just that he couldn't carry on. You know what I mean? Because of health reasons, I reckon. Houle actually my favorite manager. Yeah, he's one of my favorites. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, you can't deny that. Are you going? Are you going to the both friendlies at Anfield against Monaco and Como? The tickets are £29 for fan membership, but £35 if you don't have a membership. That's not too bad. That £35,
I
is it?
don't enjoy watching the game in the stadium. I'm going to be honest with you. I've watched it in the cup, and if Liverpool are coming towards you, great game. But if they're going that way, you're like,
Yeah, I'm good, man.
you're like, can you come down this way, please? I'd like to watch the game I paid for.
Still
So
like,
then you want to sit on the side in the stadium, right?
yeah.
But if you're too close to the pitch, you're like you're watching a tennis match. So then you got to go further up. When you're further up, you can't see the game. Then you're like, I might as well watch this on the telly because then this I can see what I'm bloody well paying for.
It's true though, isn't it?
That was my experience at a stadium. I'll never go and watch another stadium game because if I'm sat in the cop, I can't see the game. If the second half they're heading up that way, they're not going to come back down towards me. And if you in the side on the Kenny Dalglish side or whatever the other side's called, I can't remember off the top of my head what that one's called. Whichever side you sat on, no matter how far you move back, it's going to be like you're watching the match on the telly, and you're probably going to get a better view on the telly. So just watch it on the telly. If you want the atmosphere of people around you screaming, then yeah, cool. Scream away, so you'll never walk alone in the stadium. But if you actually want to watch the game that you pay for, it depends when you're sat in the stadium. Actually, are you watching a tennis match where you can't see anything at all?
Exactly. Look at this now. Breaking. Chelsea are looking to hijack Liverpool's move for Ryan. The player has personal terms agreed with Liverpool, just waiting on the club to club negotiations over transfer.
You can't do that now.
Yeah. However,
you just read out, it's correct. You can't do that.
However, Chelsea plan to turn, he said, by offering 350k per week on an 8-year contract. Can't do that now, pal.
Look, Johnny just put it there. They can't. They're on a transfer ban. They can't do that now.
Can't do that now, pal.
No, you're going on a transfer ban, mate. So Ryan, if you want, mate, welcome to Liverpool.
Uncle, so when are you going to hold a question time debate with FSG and fans? I wouldn't mind, you know.
I wouldn't mind that.
That tell you, it's mad. Was better in 2010 when had season ticket. It was it would a better atmosphere, even though we were in trouble. Yeah.
Well, they can't offer that half-time hoax. They can't offer anything, mate. They're on a ban.
And Dicker says City facing a 60-point deduction.
So what happens to the players they've already signed? If you go on a transfer ban halfway through the transfer window, what happens to the players you've already signed?
You keep the players that you sign, but you just can't sign
sign anyone else now.
Yeah.
What you're saying is a similar thing. You go to the F1 at the Silverstone as once the cars go past, where you're saying you're like, let's get another beer in as we won't see them for 10 minutes. Exactly. What's the point? Exactly. You go to a tennis game, you get a bad net.
You do, don't you? You do.
You go to football, depending on who you're playing, you're going to see the same thing. That way. Nope, now they're going that way. And then they're going that way. I just don't enjoy the game. I get a sore neck or I can't see the match.
It's shit, isn't it?
Imagine paying 70 quid to sit in the cop, and then the first half you're just like, oh, I like this. And then the second half you're like that.
Ryan is a good player, get him in. As long as long as we get Barcola as well. But I think Barcola is our main transfer. That's our main transfer.
Yeah,
Why?
and if we sign anyone else, someone from the team is going to have to go, and it's probably going to end up being Gakpo.
Probably, yeah.
If Gakpo goes, Ryan comes in. That's my opinion. People might
I think
strike me down for that one.
I think you might be right. You know, I think you might be right. But the fact is, that as I said, I don't want any other player to go for the team. We can't afford it. We can't afford to lose any more players. Well, we can talk to life first. Yeah. I don't sort of like think in the day we need to any other player to leave the team. Cop, little one, okay. See, so that,
Yeah, man, he's cool. He's cool. He fell asleep at 7:15. 15 minutes before his bedtime, so he's still asleep now.
read this one out for us.
Arsenal fans, you've got to laugh at them. They think Vinny will win them everything. Vinny won't play for Arsenal because Arsenal are going to be set piece FC again.
Ryan for Gakpo is a great swap.
I don't mean swap, I just mean Tottenham will buy Gakpo and then we'll use that money to go and get Ryan. Just a guess.
No, you could be right, you know. That's the thing about it. You could be right.
Because I've not seen Gakpo play yet. Get Krupe. I'll get every player from Bournemouth at this rate. Go and get them all. Go down there with a shopping basket. I'll take you and you and you.
Yeah, but we're speaking like, you know, that they would actually get this thing done.
This is one thing I've never understood about Liverpool, right? Why don't we go down to them, say, we'll loan out Krupe with an obligation to buy next season. We'll buy him next season. Why can't we do that? What's wrong with doing that?
Because
you
Liverpool
want to get all your money straight away anyway, so there's no difference there. Well, what be the issue? Loan with an obligation to buy, so we end up buying Krupe. We end up buying Alex Scott. We end up buying these players that we want. But we don't buy them this season because apparently we don't have the funds. So get them with a loan with an obligation to buy. What's the problem?
True. Read this one out first.
Everton 1 breach, Cell reported deducted 9 points. Forest as well deducted points. Chelsea a massive fine, suspended transfer ban. Insane. There you go.
There you go, fair.
That's
Uncle looks in deep thought tonight. Can you see
out with Liverpool?
I'm telling you. Can you see Tottenham going for Gakpo if Krupe injury?
If Krupe is injured, I don't want him. I don't want any more injury players.
Nah, fuck that, man. No one is mentioning Nico Paz as he would fit well in the team, but just my opinion. No, I don't doubt you. I don't doubt you, Mr. B. I don't doubt you, Mr. B, that he will fit in, but it's just like we got shit owners. Simple as that. We got shit owners. The one thing is Liverpool won't end up buying. Then that's how stupid his club is. Yeah,
but an obligation means you have to. That's an obligation, not an option. An obligation.
Would you, Uncle? Would you have Romario to Liverpool? Is that the one from
Tottenham? Romero. He just sniffed. He just puts a boot on and he gets injured. It's another case. No, thank you.
I don't think I'm not feeling. Krupe just has surgery. Think.
Yeah, I'm not buying him. No. I'm not buying a player that's like that. That might as well just go get Keita back. I'm big hospital bed while he's there.
What did you say? A hospital bed?
Yeah, might as well. Nunes, yeah, let's go and get Nunes. Let's pee off the fan base.
Yeah, but apparently he's going to thing, isn't he?
Who knows?
Apparently he's going to Atalanta. Apparently.
Atalanta?
Yeah. Apparently he's going there and Italy.
There you go.
Definitely not Romero as he's injury prone. Yes, that's another thing we've got to
It's like trying to get Aaron Lennon back in the day. Let's go and get Aaron Lennon. Why he never plays? He has 2 left knees and they both knock.
Odegaard. Nah, allow that, ain't it? Come on, scraping the barrel here, mate. I tell you.
Good Lord.
It's crazy.
Inter are going to take Jones more than likely because what is going on with Jones? What was he arguing with Szoboszlai for? Does anyone know?
I don't know. But apparently, people are saying it's over the captaincy that he gave the captaincy to I can understand what his beef if it's that. What he's saying is like Szoboszlai, when Szoboszlai was coming off, Szoboszlai gave the captaincy to Costas, and what Curtis Jones was saying, he goes, basically, you should have given it to me.
Because I'm the next senior player.
I'm the next senior player, and he's just come back off loan. You don't even know if he's staying or not. Do you know what I mean? So like, so obviously,
if that's what it was about, then I get that. I get that 100%.
No, I 100% get that. I really 100% get that.
You're supposed to give it to the next senior player, isn't it? You can't give it to someone who's just come back. He's not a senior.
Yeah, and this is what I don't like about people. Like about pundits, this is what I don't like about pundits. These pundits that you find, they're a bit too free with their insults,
Well, they say something like it was about the right back position.
No, it couldn't be that, could it?
That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. I was listening to it. That's what they were saying.
What?
It was who was it? It was Thompson and Fowler having a conversation. It was like, it must be about the right back position.
Yeah.
I was watching on TV.
And what about the right back position?
Curtis Jones got put in right back position, didn't he?
Not in that game, no.
Yeah. He got put at right back.
No, he's in midfield all the time.
In the Liverpool versus Wrexham game, he was at the right back.
No, he's in midfield. Because remember, they had a right back in there. They had people like Frimpong. They had people like Ramsey and stuff. So there was no need to put him at right back. I can't understand. Well, why would they put him at right back? Something there already.
Don't know.
Nah, he wasn't a right back. He wasn't a right back. Do you know what I mean? They've got it all wrong. They've got it all wrong, man. I'm telling you, he wasn't a right back.
That's what.
He was. It was over the armband. It was definitely over the armband. Because what it is, and they Costas. He's saying to Costas about it, rare, and Costas took the armband off and threw it on the floor.
Yeah.
He threw it on the floor. Do you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean?
It shouldn't have gone to Costas. It shouldn't have gone to him. I agree with that.
Definitely right. And this is my point. This is my point on what I'm trying to say. Is some of these pundits, right, are a bit too free with their insults. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
When they started talking about it on TalkSport, and like talking to this Irish pundit that was on there, don't even know the guy's name. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's this and that. The first word he comes out, he goes, "Well, he's just a sport brat." And I think, what gives you the right to speak about something like that? You don't even know. You don't really even know what's about, but yet, and then you come up with a sport brat. It's like, for instance, at the day, right? And I have to say this at the day, bro, because this is so freely sort of like thrown about, right? You get certain players like Mbappe, Vinicius Jr., and stuff, right? As soon as I start speaking up for themselves or believing in their own ability, the first thing people come out with, oh, he's arrogant. I don't want him in my club. He's too arrogant. How is he? You know what I mean? This week, was it this week? No, it was last week. Last week, right? When there was the story, about how Vinicius got offered to Liverpool for 18 million. I don't believe that for one bit anyway.
18,
I don't believe.
Not no chance.
No, I don't believe that for one bit. You know what I mean? You nearly had me, but when you said like 18 million, that's when I said, nah, you're mugging me off. Right? Now, so what it is, right? It's one of what is it? Yeah, it was on one of these social media groups anyway. Not social media things like It's either TikTok. It was on TikTok or Twitter. One of them two. Yeah. And somebody wrote in a comment, said like, "Oh, like, don't want him because I don't want him at my club." That's the first thing said. They don't want him at my club. A proven goal scorer. Check it out, right? All right. For instance, hey, yeah. Yes, say. Oh, what's itch my foot, man? Yes, say that sort of like nah, my foot was just itching me a bit there, man. I had to give a little, you know what I mean?
Oh, the sweat, you still got a heat wave down there, haven't you?
Yeah.
We
Could
don't.
be heat.
I
Could be
think
heat.
that's normal up here.
Unless
14 degrees up here. That's normal.
fucking north, innit? No, but check this down. Check this down. It's true. Though. Shut up,
North
man.
South divide. New show, guys. North South divide.
Well, check this down, but check this one. Check this, yeah. Let's say, for instance, today, right, that the rumors were true, yeah, and he was offered to Liverpool for 18 million. Would you take him?
For 18 million, yeah.
Yeah, right. There's no reason.
For that.
Yeah, there's no reason at the end of the day that you wouldn't take him in it. There's no reason. You can't think of a reason why that Liverpool wouldn't take him for that amount of money. You couldn't.
I can't think of a reason.
Anyway, so then so finish the group, and the person said, "Oh, don't want him at our club." I'm thinking myself, and I put in there sort of like, I put in there, why wouldn't you want him? I go, why wouldn't you want him at the club? I'm still waiting for an answer now. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but I'm still waiting for an answer now. But it's just that sort of like, what it is, whenever you get a player like Mbappe and like Vinicius Jr. and certain other players that like that, right? That either A, believe in their sort of like, not either, A, believe in their own ability, and B, speak up for themselves. All of a sudden they, well, oh, he's divisive. He's divisive. He's got an attitude problem. They've done the same thing to Bellingham, you know that. You know the same thing to Bellingham, and they, because when he walked off the pitch and then I don't know, he didn't sort of like he didn't acknowledge the fans or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You know, they started saying, well, he's got an attitude problem. He's sport. He's this and that, and not being funny, right? And I know some people in the chat might not agree with it. Yeah, it's always the black players that they do it to. They don't do it. They don't do that to Phil Foden. They don't do it to Harry Kane. Yeah, right. They don't do it to Jack Grealish. They don't do it to any of those other players. But when it's a black person now, they seem to want to call black players that they sport brat, arrogant, attitude problem. Do you know what I mean? You know, like, all right, for instance, today, yeah, and this is the fact now, right? Raheem Sterling, yeah, Phil Foden, yeah. Raheem Sterling went out and bought his mama house, yeah, to make his money. You know, he bought his mama house. To me, at the day, I think fair play, mate. Fair play to you. You buy your mama house, bought his mama house. In the papers, they're slating him.
Wow.
He goes, he's a show off, he's a money rat, he's this and he's that, yeah? That's what they did to Raheem Sterling. Phil Foden, yeah, right, you can look this up. Phil Foden done the same thing, and they goes, oh, he's a good guy, he's a good son, look, you know what I mean? Look how he looks after his mom and this and that. What's the difference? Can you tell me the difference with that? With that? Can you tell me the difference?
Sterling bought a house for his mum.
Sterling bought a house for his mum, yeah, right? And he was stated in the newspaper, being called a money rat, do you know what I mean? A show off, spending money, you know what I mean? Basically insulting him, you know what I mean? What he done, yeah, right? Phil Foden does the same thing. And in the papers, they say, oh, what a good son he is. He's a model son. You know, all these positive things, comments they was giving him, you know what I mean, in the newspaper. What's the difference between what they've done, what Phil Foden done, and what Raheem Sterling done? What's the difference?
I'm going for an error here. I can't see any difference.
Exactly. Because there's none. There's none. But yet, at the end of the day, this player gets slated in the paper, yeah, right? This player gets slated in the paper for doing something, right, that any son should do. Do you know what I mean? Any son should do anything like that. And then Phil Foden and that does the same thing, and he gets praised for what any son should do. Do you know what I mean? There's always this. It's always this thing when it comes to. I'm not funny, and it's true. Do you know what I mean? It's true. When it comes to black players, it's always a false negative with them. Do you know what I mean? Now I've asked this person today, why don't you want Vinny Jr. at the club? I'm still waiting for an answer now. Still waiting for it.
I want him there because he's technically he'd be one of our best. Straight away, be one of our best. Most technically one of our best, easily.
Yeah. Of course it is.
I don't get why you wouldn't want him. Why? What's the reason you're giving me? Yeah. If it's because he's on 600 grand wages, that just means our owners need to start putting their hands in their pockets and getting with the times. Because wages are starting to rise and rise and rise.
Of course.
Because of the Chelsea's, United's, even Arsenal. Arsenal are just as bad as the others because they do pay high wages to players. That's why they can never sell players on.
Yeah, of course.
They have to terminate the contracts of the players. They can never sell players on. They just have to terminate them or let them go for free.
Yeah, of course it is. Like that's what you know what I mean, and that's what it is. This is what we're faced with. It's discrimination. You know what I mean? It is discrimination. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me right that is anything else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's true though, isn't it? Am I lying though?
No, it's 100%. I don't get it. I don't get it. Surely, everyone should be judged on their character because I've met loads of different people. I'm not looking at what other people see. I'm like, what's your character like? Can I get along with you? Can we have a conversation? Is it going to turn into an argument, a disagreement, based off the culture difference? That's what I'm looking at personally. That's what I've always looked at. So I don't get why people want to judge people based on something that they can't control. What's the point?
Yeah,
people that look like me have been dicks, and people that look like you have been dicks. What's the difference? It's character. Exactly. It's character at the end of the day. It's got nothing to do with the skin color. Jesus Christ! People need to grow up, man. And we're not back in those times anymore, man. Now it's based. You have to base on their character. It's always going to be character.
You know, it's Godfather, right? The sad thing is, just tell you the sad thing about it is that what you said in the day, the statement you said, I 100% agree with, and it's 100% true. But do you know what the unfortunate thing is? The unfortunate thing is, we haven't left those times.
I know.
That's the unfortunate thing. Uncle would love Mbappe at Liverpool. Yeah, I would, because he's good. He's technically good.
Rods. I don't know if you noticed this as well, but sometimes companies don't help themselves either. So this one time I was working at BT, right? I'll tell you this, right?
BT, you know.
BT, yeah. I was working at BT in the billing department, right? But they took us through this little thing and they were on about diversity, equity, inclusion. I'm like, all right, cool. Okay. DEI, yeah, fine, whatever. So then they're going through the training, right? And then they say, if you see only colour, you're racist. But if you don't see colour, you're racist. So I pulled them up on that. I was like, hang on. So if I see colour, I'm racist. But if I don't see colour and judge people based on their character, I'm also racist. So essentially what you're saying to me is, you're just calling me racist. Either way, you're calling me racist. So if I see your colour, I'm racist. And if I don't, I'm racist. Yeah. I'm going to have to talk to the guy above you because you clearly don't know what you're doing. So I spoke to the guy above him and I went, right, what the hell's this? He said, what do you mean? I went, this is calling me racist, right? And this is calling me racist. But these are the only two options. So either way, you're trying to say I'm a racist. Are you trying to say I'm racist? Because I can tell you right now, I only ever judge people based on what the character and what I see in front of me. I don't care about the colour of your skin. I don't care. Because I've had people who look like me, been a problem. I've had people that look like you, been a problem. Doesn't matter. Your character is what matters at the end of the day. And I got the guy to change it. And I went, change that because that is going to make every single person who wants to join your company leave. Because you essentially, before they've even started the job, you called them racist, and I was not willing to stand for that. So I got them to change it. I said, change the way you put that through. So they changed it, and I was like, yeah, you should have as well. I don't know what the hell you were thinking by putting that through.
You know what you should. Do you know what you should have done? This is what you should have done. Yeah, because what it is, isn't it? It's all about the way that you word things. It's all about the way that you word things and how you put it across. Yeah. If you, what you should have said, if you see color, yeah, if you see color is you're racist, right? But what you should have done is you should have explained it. Yeah. If you treat somebody, if you see color, and then you treat that person on the basis of his color, then you're racist. Yeah. Right. If you don't see color, and you don't and you treat people right, like they're just one of the lads and that you know what I mean, and then you'll take them certain places and not thinking that they well, look, this person cannot come here because of his color in the day, right? So in effect at the day, you have to see color, you have to be mindful of the person's color. Because you could be taking up
culture.
Because you could be, yeah, exactly. You could be taking that person into a situation where they're not welcome because of their culture. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, for instance, you got that thing with Nolan, sort of like Nolan Wells. I don't know if you heard about that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And basically, and day he's gone
briefly. Yeah.
There's
a couple of things about that. I'm just going. At first, what it sounded like to me the first thing I saw was like, so there's only him and them on the island. That's suspicious. Yeah. But then it comes out saying there's thousands of people on the island.
Yeah, there weren't thousands, like hundreds. There's a good people.
I scratched your head on that one. I was like, yeah. Why did you want to tell me there was him and them? Now you're just making it sound worse than what it was.
See what it is. He went down there. There was hundreds of people, but what it is in day is this, right? He left. I don't know where he was. Where his town is. I don't know where his town is. But basically in day, the story is he's got 3 or 4 friends. Yeah, 3 or 4 white friends. Now they've gone to a part of America for this boat party, sort of beach party sort of thing. Yeah. They've gone down there. They've gone to there, right? Yeah. Now, my problem is with that, Copfather, right? As I'm thinking as a black man now, right? Well, I'm thinking as a black man now. I'm not thinking of like anybody like anything else, but I'm thinking as a black man now, right? Why would you then, go down to a place where for a fact today that sort of this place is well known part for racism. They got black people that's been down there and sort of like been down in sort of places, right, in the past and never come back. You know what I mean?
Mississippi.
Yeah, Mississippi. Mississippi is like Mississippi at the end of the day is deep south. It's deep south. These are Mississippi, Alabama, Birmingham, Montgomery, Louisiana, Carolina, North, South Carolina. Then you got places like Virginia at the end of the day. These are places at the end of the day, right? Memphis, Tennessee. These are places at the end of the day where it's well known that it's steeped in racism, right? So you're telling me at the end of the day, you've let your son go down them areas at the day, yeah, right, with fallen white friends, and and thinking that he's going to turn out okay. It's not. Anyway, so basically, what they've done at the day, they haven't seen him for his color. They've seen him as one of the lads. Do you know what I mean? Because if they have seen him for his color, they'll have said, like, you know what, then they, big man, you know what, you might have to sit this one out because you know what this era is like, and I don't want anything to happen to you down there. Do you know what I mean? I don't want anything to happen to you. Or at the end of the day, if you went down there, because when they said that when they went down there, the reason why they never came back together it's because of the fact that like he wanted to stay with this girl. Yeah,
I
this
saw
girl.
that and I was
Yes,
like,
this girl. Now, no disrespect, to Caucasian people, no disrespect, but
if
this
that's me,
girl,
I'm picking up and chucking him on the boat. That's me.
right?
If I'm there,
Exactly,
that's what I'm doing.
exactly. But check this down. No disrespect to Caucasian people, but what we've got to remember is that this Katie was Caucasian. This guy is black. You're telling me at the end of the day you're gonna stay. You're letting your friend stay behind at the end of the day with a white woman. Well, yeah, because about 20, isn't it? With a white woman, yeah, right, in Mississippi, deep south. When you know they're totally against that down there. Don't think at the day because it's 2026, yeah, that they've changed. They have not changed. It's still the far right down there that do not like that. They do not like to see a black man with a white woman. They don't. No. They don't go for that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So really, I was speaking to my brother the other day, and I was saying to him, "Listen, the situation is that day. We go together, we come back together. Even if no one will say, nah, it's all right. Go on. I'm gonna stay with her and for that." He goes, "Well, if you're gonna stay, we're gonna stay."
Nah, mate, I'd pick him up. I'd pick him up and deal with the
Yeah,
consequences.
but you know what I'm saying. But you know, what I mean, they could at least done that.
Mm.
If you're gonna stay, we're gonna stay. If you're gonna go, we're gonna go. Everywhere you go, we are going. Because we come down together, we go together. Simple as that. But that didn't happen. They left him down there. Not only that, they took his phone. They had his phone, bro. So how was he supposed? If he wanted to go, yeah. If he wanted to go and like catch up with these guys here, his friends are there. How's he meant to do that if he got his fucking phone? There's a lot of things.
From what I've heard about that island, there was no signal. There was no point taking a phone there. There's no bloody signal.
Yeah. They didn't have great signal. They didn't have great signal. You know what I mean? But
what I don't like about that more than anything else, and this is why I'm staying completely out of it,
you know what it is?
It's been made into a race thing, and that's what I'm not liking that part.
Yeah, but you know what it is? You know what it is, yeah? You have to look at it in that angle, whether you like it or not. Because I don't like racism. I don't like the fact that I have to look at certain things as a race problem. I don't like that. I would rather not. But I know that I have to. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they have to look at that as a race problem.
The way Ben Crumb's come in and started throwing.
No, Ben Crumb's coming
here, there, and everywhere.
No, but Ben, yeah, because a lot of things Cockfather, we got to understand. A lot of things do not make sense.
I agree with that.
They don't make sense to the thing. They don't make sense, and they can't explain it. No. They've gone down there. They've gone down there with him, and they've literally said it. And Dave, we don't know what happened. Well, you should know.
You should have left.
It's like when the because this has happened before with a Filipino woman, and she's Filipino. When she went down, she went somewhere place. She went with a couple of white friends and stuff, right? There's even pictures at the day of them like hugging and stuff, yeah, right? And they've literally said the same thing. They've come back at the day, right? They've come back and they've said like, well, don't know. We don't know what happened to her. Don't know. And people, excuse me, people have took that on board. It's all right, whatever. Now, reason why you have to look at it as a race thing, yeah? Because if that was four black guys, the 4 black guys, and they went to sort of like, I don't know, they went to Jamaica, for instance, yeah? They went on a thing at the day in Jamaica, like a beach party in Jamaica, yeah? And when they came back to US, and only 4 of them come back, right? 4 of the black guys come out, and a white person didn't come back with them. And they were saying that they all keep them tight lips, and they don't know what's happened to me. It's a night. He said he wants to stay behind with this with this black woman and this and that. Do you know what I mean? Right? They wouldn't leave it like that. They wouldn't leave.
I'd want to hear an autopsy straight away.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they've had an autopsy, and parts of his body are missing. Parts of his body at the day that can tell whether he drowned or whether he was, you know, whether they done something to him. Right? It's missing. Parts of his lungs are missing. They can't find it. Now, if you got to think about it, yeah, they will quickly spin it to their own narrative of saying, and they will look. It's a race thing because of the fact that they sort of like, well, you 4 black guys come back. Where's that white guy? Do you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
They've literally, you know what they've done? They've literally made it into that. They've literally made it into that. Do you know what I mean? So people like Ben Crump, because remember, Ben Crump at the day, he's a civil rights lawyer amongst most things. Yeah, he's that.
And like, after the Tatum coming out as well, you're like, oh god.
But you know what it is? I hate to say this, yeah. Officer Tatum is just a self-hating black dude. He's a self-hating black dude. He doesn't like being. He doesn't like doesn't like being black, and B doesn't like black people because he's never got anything good to say about black people, and he's black himself. We have got people like that in our community. I mean, and you know, we have got names for that sort of people. Certain names that I wouldn't mention on here. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, right. You know, but him, Officer Tatum, he's just making it worse because what he's trying to do, yeah, he's trying to exempt the white guys. Yeah, it's not about that. Yeah, it's about finding out what happened to that kid. I mean, and so far you haven't done that. All you've done today is exempt the white guys and try and say, and they go, see, it wasn't down to race, but these boys are this, these boys are right, and this and that. Okay, if that's the case, then find out what happened. Find out what happened. But you didn't do that. You literally went down Mississippi to appease them. Anyway, so then you look at that. That's got that situation there. But then you got this situation today where Mendy for Man City.
That was a horrible situation. That
right, the Man City got 9 counts of sexual assault. It was 9 counts of sexual assault. He beat all of it. He beat all 6 counts. 9 counts. Sorry, he beat all the counts. Yeah, and plus he successfully sued Man City for 10 million for basically wrongful dismissal, wasn't it? Really. He got that back pay, 10 million. Lucky bitch. Anyway, right?
The problem though, I hate this. You're guilty in the court of public opinion. I want innocent until proven guilty. If these boys have done something, then shame on them. Shame on them.
Yeah. If they've done something, shame on them. They deserve the full weight of the law. I'm an advocate for that. Yeah.
I am.
But so you got Mendy and what happened to Mendy. Then lately you've had Michael Ward, that guy for Top Boy. Some woman said that day that he done this and this and that. He got found not guilty. Now they got young Philly in there now. You got young Philly at the day. Young Philly, I'll show you. I'll get a picture of him. Hold on. I'll get a picture of him. Hold on. I'll show you who he is. All right, this is young Philly. That's young Philly. Yeah, he used to do all his he used to do that sort of like those shows with Chunks. Used to be him and Chunks. Yeah, doing the shows and all that. Yeah, right. Now he was up for quite a few sexual assault charges and that. He's just got found not guilty. it comes out that she was lying as well. Because what
So
all these
what's her real thing?
right, excuse me, because what all these people have got in common, yeah, Michael Ward, Young Philly, Mendy, yeah, well, all these people that they got in common, they were lying. They found to be lying. So
What's
you
their
tell
punishment?
that's what I'm saying. You're telling me you nearly ruined someone's life, and you're gonna just be, oh well, I tried. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
But you need a deterrent now. You need a punishment for them as well.
exactly. Now this,
Whatever number of years he was going to do, she does.
yeah, exactly. Now I feel this is what I feel. I feel that these people, right, if it finds out that they was lying, they should serve at least a minimum of 12 months in jail.
Nah, that's too hard. That's too. That's
No, no,
too.
no, no, no. I'm saying no. I'm saying a minimum.
Oh, minimum. Oh, yeah.
A
Yeah,
minimum. That's
minimum.
a minimum of
Definitely.
12 months in jail. So it can be anything up for 12 months and upwards, depending on the severity. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Right.
See,
Now,
most of the time, it's next morning regret. I shouldn't have
yeah,
done that. I shouldn't have done that. So
yeah,
now
but
I'm
what?
going to say it was non-consensual.
Yeah. So that's
But
what I'm saying.
the problem with that one, as I said about grape, you've got to have three things because I did study this at university. So it's got to be actual bodily harm, intent, and non-consensual. You have to prove all three.
Yes, yes, you said it to me before. Yeah, yeah.
So how do you prove all three?
Oh, but
Actual bodily harm is obviously forced. Intent, meaning they intended to do it, and non-consensual. That's the difficult one. They can never prove is non-consensual.
they had
That's the
this.
hardest one to prove.
There was a story that I saw on Bouncer. Big up Bouncer, man. Big up Bouncer. He's really good. He is. Story I saw him today about this woman that basically, because he had two sides of it. Because there's a 3 hour video, he had two sides of it. He had the woman, and he had the next woman, our friend, which they must have obviously broke up over the situation. Yeah. The first 10 minutes of me watching that, I said, watching that, and then this is a woman that's alleged to have had things done to her. Yeah, right. The first 10 minutes of it, 10 minutes of watching the woman, hearing the woman speak, I said it in the day. First thing I was, this was it. This she looks mentally unstable.
Yep.
That's what I said. She looks mentally unstable. Because you can tell it in the day that sort of something wasn't right by what she was saying. Do you know what I mean? Something didn't add up. Well, anyway, basically, day, cut long story short, the guy that she has accused of doing things to her, right? He gets arrested at school because he's a teacher. He's a teacher. He gets arrested at school, right? Arrested at school, he gets charged and goes to court. He gets found not. He gets found not guilty because there's a lot of flaws in what she was saying. A lot of flaws. You understand what I'm getting at? Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
And plus, you can prove the three things.
Yeah. And even then down to that, there's a lot of flaws in what she's saying. Right. Now this guy's life is ruined now.
Yeah.
His life's ruined. He's probably never gonna be able to get a teaching job again.
Oh.
So then he has to go and do something in the day that he's not qualified in, and B that he doesn't like, he hates, all because of what she done. She lied, and there's to me at the end of the day, what irritates me is two things. The two things that irritates me. Number one, at the end of the day, there's no culpability for these people that do this, and number two, it makes it harder for the women that's got legitimate case, legitimate accusations and legitimate things that's happened to them. It makes it hard because that's what I'm going to say in the day, right? If you got like 10 people at the day, 10 people come along and said that this and that's happened and this and that's happened to them, and it's all the same thing, right? And they would and like, you know, 9 of them at the day get found sort of like none of their accusers get found not guilty because they're lying. The 10th person, they're gonna think, oh fuck me, you lying or something. You're gonna think they're gonna think they're lying. I mean, and
But
she,
the ones that come out years later, you're like, why
yeah,
now?
that's what I'm saying. But she may, and say for instance, for argument's sake, she can be telling the truth,
Yeah.
but they're not gonna believe her because they've had all these catalogue of other women, right, that's been caught in a lie. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it can be harder to believe this person that comes along, which something legitimately happened to them.
It's the 9 out of 10 rule, isn't it? 9 times out of 10, it's false, but there's one time it's going to be true, and you ain't going to believe the truth because you cried wolf too many times.
Because what they're saying, she said, woman and they said, she's like, you know, there was some, you know, a penetration, yeah, right, but she would not let them let the people examine her around there. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? If that's happened to you, why wouldn't you? Yeah, because you're lying. You know what I mean? So the whole
a rape kit would be able to assess if there's any damage done because that would be actual bodily harm, ABH.
Exactly. Now the whole case fell down because they caught her in a lie. Same with Mark Ward, yeah, right. He was up for 4 counts. I think it's 4 counts in that, right? That whole case fell down, right? Because right, she was lying. So what I suggest to these people, this is what I suggest to the man them, yeah? To the man them. This is what I suggest to them. If you're single and then right, and you're a musician or whatever, yeah, musician or actor or whatever, and you're going on tour and you need some company, take a concubine with you. Pay for it. Just pay a woman and pay a woman. Pay a woman and they to accompany you around for the week or 2 that you're out in sort of like in a country and stuff, yeah, right? Because at least at the day, right, gonna get caught up with shit. You know what I mean? You explain the situation at the day of what's gonna happen. It's that, and just agree by it. Say, right, cool, let's do this. All this stuff and everything. Even that guy, what's that guy's name? What's the blasted guy who used to play for Arsenal? Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey, yeah. Well, his case come up, right? It can come up, but I've got a good feeling that he's going to get found not guilty.
Yeah.
And as I say, how fucked is Jed Spence going to feel when he gets not guilty? You know what I mean? Right? If he doesn't get not guilty, yeah, and he gets a guilty, I'll hold him up. Say scumbag. He's got sort of like he's got to do the time or whatever. I'll hold him up. But the fact is, in the day, right? If he gets found not guilty, I'm gonna look at Jed Spence. I'm gonna look at Jed Spence. I'm gonna say to Jed Spence, right? You owe me an apology. You owe me an apology because you have actually convicted him before he's even got in the court by not shaking his hand. And that's bollocks, that is.
It's guilty in the court of public opinion, and you cannot be guilty in the court of public opinion. You have to be guilty in the court of law, and a jury has to find you guilty. That's the law. You don't like it, get someone in charge who change it. That's the law.
Exactly. Yeah, and this is why. And then when I talk about Jed Spence and Liverpool, I don't want him at my club. I don't want him at the club because morally, I don't think he's a good person. Yeah. And footballing wise, I don't think he's good enough to play for Liverpool.
He's not.
So just do one. You're not coming to Liverpool.
No.
You know what I mean? If Jed Spence comes to Liverpool today, right? Seriously, I will stop supporting Liverpool till he's out the door.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Even if at the end of the day, right? Even if Thomas Partey gets found guilty, yeah. Because my argument will be, well, you never knew it at that time, did you?
You assumed.
You assumed it. You assumed it at that time that he was guilty. So don't come out and say, well, see, I told you. No, you didn't know this.
You wanted him to be guilty so you wouldn't look stupid.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. You didn't know this. You was always on a hope to say, yeah, you know what? Hope he's guilty because I can save face then. No, get out of it, man.
No, get out of it, man. Damage is done, mate.
I just think at the day, right? Women that do that, yeah, you're spoiling it. You're spoiling it for other women that have got legitimate cases. That's what you got to think about. What you got to be, you're being selfish because of like, A, you might regret it, yeah. You might regret sort of like what you've done, right? B, at the end of the day, it might be a situation of, well, you didn't get what you want to get out of this guy, i.e., financially looked after and stuff, yeah, right? And you feel cheap, yeah. But that doesn't give you a reason to try and mess up somebody's life like that. You know what I mean? Go and find them. Tell them how much a see next Tuesday is. By all means, do that. But don't mess up somebody's life. And if you are going to mess up somebody's life, there's got to be consequences to your action. I'm sorry.
I 100% agree with that.
Got to be consequences to your action. I can't say this enough. You know what I mean? Because what it does, it spoils it for the other women that's got legitimate cases. And
real victims get seen as crying wolf now.
Exactly. I couldn't say it better myself. Real victims going to get seen as crying wolves. Yeah. Real victims, they are not going to be seen as real victims. They're going to be seen as liars. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because of these people, these other people, and they want to play games with people's lives. You can't do that. And
you know what it is, Rod? What it is most of the time, it's character assassination is what they're afraid of, because that is potentially, because I've got 3 sisters and I've seen this. Women are scared of a character assassination more than anything else. Their character being called into question. So if you slept with someone on the first night,
yeah,
they're worried about their character then being called a easy, you only hook up for this, and this. That's what they're scared of more than anything else. And because their character means more to them than anything else, they would rather see you go down than their character be assassinated. And that's the sad part.
That's pathetic. It's pathetic, isn't it? It's pathetic.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's true what you're saying. It's true what you're saying. But my answer to that would be keep your legs closed then.
Every time.
Keep your legs closed. You know what I mean? You know, I've been with women today in my life that I've had to wait to sort of like, you know, to do the throwdown. I've had to wait. Do you know what I mean? I've had to wait. Yeah, but I've had about, you know, you link them and and you go back to the yard and that, right? You know what I mean? You may have a kiss or a cuddle, but that's as far as it goes.
I never partook in that. The only one.
No, but I'm just saying that you may have had a kiss and a cuddle, but that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
That's as far as it's gone in that. You know what I mean? Some women it's it's gone further, but when it's gone further, it's like cool. It's like cool. Do you know what I mean? Even if at the day, if you didn't see them again, because you didn't want to see them again, right? You get cussing on the phone and saying, oh, you know, this and that, and then that'll be it. Women they weren't going this far as to what they're going now. And what this does, it backfires on the men, right? Because men will get scared. Men will get scared and to even chat a woman up. Men will get scared to go on a pool anymore because they think, well, they just start thinking in advance. What if she comes back to my place?
Have you not noticed? Men have stopped going to nightclubs, and men have stopped approaching for this very reason.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, that is a fact. Men have stopped doing
nightclubs. Yeah. I've gone out a couple of times. I don't drink, but I've gone out a few times, and I've just seen the town, even the town I live in. I'm like,
yeah,
okay.
People don't do that.
I don't see a single guy out here, but I can see loads of girls walking around. What's going on here?
Yeah,
and then I realised, I'm like, well, then maybe they've just seen sense at last.
Because women are too. Men at the day are too scared now. Do you know what I mean? Because even the way you talk to women, he goes, all right, love, don't call me love. You know what I mean? Or you say to him, right, darling, don't call me darling. You know what I mean? And you know sometimes you might say to a woman like goes, you're talking and goes, oh, you said, oh, see you later, my love. You know what I mean? That, my love. And they say to you, I'm not your love. Do you know what I mean? So men literally get scared. I know it's that men literally get scared to talk to women these days. But you see me now, I'm just like,
easy online. It was easy. Hello, nothing. Hello, nothing. Hello, nothing. Easy. It's easy, isn't it?
Anyway, what's this? Read this one out for us.
Everyone matters in the world. Yeah, do you do?
Yeah, of course they do. Of course they do.
There's only one race, the human race, and that's it.
There you go.
Big up Uncle Rods, big up Cut Fiber, big up Hi-Fi, big up Chat from Hi-Fi. Ravi, for me, I don't care where you're from. It's just, if you're sound to me, I respect that and give the same energy back. Facts. Yes, Uncle Rod's done deal Barcola to Liverpool next 24 hours. I hope so, Burton. I hope so, mate. So we get
What's it? Is that who's this guy here?
Burton.
Is that hit Burton with
Is that
Is it
Haaland?
Haaland? Haaland, that yes. That's
Must be
Haaland.
him. Rod's cop. Any news who could be leaving the squad? Gakpo, as far as I know. As I've said a while back, that I'm totally against racism and I have no time for it because I don't see any personal colour whatsoever, as I see another person with a different personality than me. Character, exactly. Thank you, Mr. Liverpool.
There you go.
The world only has one race, and it's the human race. You'll never walk alone. And as long as you're part of this fan base, you'll never walk alone. Skin colour's irrelevant. You're one of us, you're one of us. Barcola to LFC.
What's this thing? Did I read? Oh, yeah.
That is the human race. Barcola to LFC is effing bait. This transfer window was nothing more than a joke and a waste of LFC fans' time. Hold that before Hi-Fi, because apparently there's been some kind of movement. 100 million seems to not be the issue now. Now it's the add-ons. So hold it there for now. We agree with you at the moment, but we'll just hold it there for now. Okay, Hi-Fi? Next. Uncle loving the show tonight, learning quite a lot. It's like having a history lesson. You always get a history lesson from us now. Always. We're quite knowledgeable, to be honest, for 2 eggs. Uncle, you should go into schools and colleges and have 5 history lessons.
Oh, I don't know if I'm good enough to do that. I love to.
Wouldn't
I love to go. I love to.
in.
I love to go to schools, but hit a certain age and try to teach kids, because I think what it is, when racism, you're not born into racism, you're taught it. You know what I mean? I love to go into schools at the day to talk about, these sort of things and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And show them like, black culture, you know what I mean? How to cook certain things and this and that, you know what I mean?
I enjoy the food.
Yeah, I made this thing today, boy. Oh man, I ain't gonna talk about it because I'll be hungry. I gotta have something. I'll literally go downstairs today. All right, let's see this.
Downstairs to get the sandwich. Hi-Fi. Officer Tatum is a man who has had many problems with the black and racial minority groups in the South. He has serious mental and emotional problems, trauma. I have seen people who self-hate, sad.
Yeah, he's right. You know what it is. I could not have put that better myself. Nah, fair play to that one. Fair play to that. I couldn't put it better myself. Couldn't put it better myself.
I stay out of that. It's nothing to do with me. It's not my culture. So I can't stay out of that one because I have nothing to do with that. Like that time I was on, I was having a conversation with you lot on Fuzzy, right? And you lot started talking about dark skin, light skin. I was like, just going to leave this conversation now. I'm going to be over there in the corner because I've nothing to do with it. Little cop-out, big up boys. You should have seen that little cop-out, right? You just see all them talking about light skin dogs. You just see me in the corner like that.
Just chilling.
What can I say? Chris says, big up Rods, big up always, Chris. Mr. Liverpool, Uncle Rods, I've said the very same thing as you just about Thomas Partey. Exactly. Innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
I've seen far too many crying wolves these days. 9 times out of 10, it's nothing, but the one will be the one saying crying wolf, and it's not fair. Liverpool need winners, not failed players who want to come in to make a name for themselves. Thank you, Ravi. That's my biggest issue. Eric says, big up Uncle and Cop Father. Eric, welcome, mate. You've been here before, so welcome back. And everyone in the chat, big up Eric. You too, Eric, mate. Yeah, Mr. Liverpool. Greeting Eric. Look at the ex-City keeper. The girls that accused him, nothing happened to them when the ex-City keeper wasn't found guilty. Now his footy career is finished. That's what we're on about, Mendy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Found not guilty. Yeah, we know he's found not guilty.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that guy from that football for Sheffield United? Do you remember him? And he actually went to prison, didn't he? He actually went to prison, and he maintained his innocence all the way through. His wife stuck by him, and what he'd done when he came out of prison, he fought to clear his name. Right? He fought to clear his name, and they found out that the girl was lying.
Yeah,
they felt like she was lying all along, didn't they? And he went into prison there. He actually served some time into prison. And obviously,
the lawyers were saying to him though, take a plea deal.
Yeah.
Because even if you are innocent, they're not going to care because they need a victim for this one. They need you need to go down for this one. Because right now, unfortunately, guys, we're not needed right now in society at the moment, which is a real shame. That's what's happened to society right now. At some point, though, the pendulum always swings back in the other direction. So soon you're going to find men back in the nightclubs, and soon you're going to find women back in the same place we were previously. Because the pendulum always swings back. If the pendulum's here, it goes that way, it goes that way. Right now it's that way, and soon it swings back that way. That's what it means. Found guilty, I mean. Mr. B, found not guilty, I mean. We know. Chat for 1 year, never been alone for second year, straight marry, and then love. Okay. Women who falsely claim or accuse men of sexual misconduct so are not held accountable for their actions or false accusations by media and courts. Men should be aware of these types of behaviours and don't go anywhere near them unless you're with them.
Facts.
They are saying looks like Barcola to get done in the next 24 hours. Awesome. Good news. Hopefully, good news.
Let me just stay there. Hold that for.
Just holding on to that comment.
Jeez. All right. Let's see. I'm just seeing if there's anything on Twitter. Just see if there's anything on Twitter. This is what you said. You said something like this. You just said something like this. Let me put it up. Yeah. You said something like this, didn't you? Innit? You said something like this, innit? Liverpool need both. Liverpool need to buy both Ryan and Barcola. And exactly what you said. It goes, Liverpool have to sign both Bradley Barcola and Ryan this summer. That would be good if they could do that. That'd be fucking wicked. Liverpool need two wingers. Barcola and Ryan should be the priority, not one. Both. That's what I said. This isn't about choosing one over the other. Liverpool need both. Barcola is 23 years old and is already world class. He one of the most exciting young wingers. In world, right? Football. He brings elite dribbling, blistering pace, creativity, goals, and experience at the highest level. Ryan is a future superstar at 19. He's only 19. At 19 years old, he's explosive over the first few yards, fearless in one-on-one situations, carries the ball over long distance, and thrives in transition. Naturally left-footed. Jeez. He can cut inside onto his stronger foot and beat defenders on the outside. And he's also comfortable playing centrally. Wow. Right.
So that's a right winger then.
There you go. Both players possess the pace, physically relentless pressing, and direct style to thrive in Liverpool's high intensity football. Liverpool can sell Cody Gakpo. In my opinion, he doesn't suit Ariola's style of football. He's too slow, too predictable, and not direct enough. He sell along with potential departure of. I don't want Harvey to go nowhere. Sorry,
I don't want
we
to
can't.
go anywhere.
We can't. I mean, I'm with him on the Cody Gapper thing against my better decision. I'm with him on the Cody Gapper thing, but not selling. What's it?
Jones, Roy Elliott.
Harvey Elliott and Cody Curtis Jones. No, sorry, that's just too much. Just to bring in one player, that's too much. I'm sorry. On his direct enough, he's sailed along with potential departures of Harvey Elliott, Curtis Jones, and others would help fund both transfers. Okay, but I don't agree with selling all these players because he's not just talking about selling Harvey Elliott and Curtis Jones. He's talking about selling more after that. You know what I mean? He goes like, and others. Do you know what I mean? Who else do you want to sell? Do you know what I mean? So yeah. I mean, let me see. Let me just see if there's any news on Barcola being done. Uh, where have you guys seen like Barcola next 24 hours? Where have you guys seen it? Let me know. Because I can't see nothing.
High five, you have been hurt, my friend, like all of us, but you are key holding on to that hurt, my mate.
What's he saying?
Barcola to LFC News thinks of Fekir, Bellingham, Caicedo, Lavia, Diamonde, etc. transfer side because he's been hurt, but he's holding on to that hurt. Because you could say the same thing for Wirtz, Isak, Ekatike, and Kirkes. You could say the same thing for those four. They sounded like the Bellingham, Caicedo, Lavia, and Diamonde deals, but they came over the line. So you've been hurt. I get it. I've been hurt. But I've also seen what happens when you get it right. So,
Jeez, sorry about it. You want to listen, guys, Natasha and whoever else, where have you seen the news that Barcola is going to get done in the next 24 hours? Where have you seen that? I want to check that out for myself.
she's not sick. We can't find it.
Go and read that one for me.
Mr. Liverpool, look at what happens to men nowadays if they whistle at a woman and the woman turn on them, and they end up getting arrested.
Gen Z.
Gen Z is destroying everything. Gen Z, yeah. I'm classed as a millennial, I think. Imagine if that existed when our fathers were younger before they met our mothers and they whistled at a woman and they got arrested for it. Men are scared to even give a compliment to a woman now. But the funny thing is, they're getting online and complaining about it. You're causing your own thing, but you're complaining about it online. Hello? Something doesn't add up there. Do you know what it is though, Rods and chat? Here's what it is, right? If it's a guy they find attractive that whistles at them, that's fine. But if it's a guy they don't find attractive that whistles at them, that's a problem.
It is a problem, yeah, I've noticed that.
Right there is the biggest issue ever. That's the biggest issue. More than anything else, that's the issue. Attraction. Because I've seen it for myself, right? I used to work in Amazon, and I would go in, and I'm a naturally nice person anyway. She probably figured out, and I just smile. I just smile at people. I'd smile. Put thumb to the lads. Wave and say it, and smile at the girls. Right? I did the exact same thing all the time. Not one word. Someone came in behind me who was shorter, right? Because I'm 6'1", so he's shorter. He did the same thing I did, and he ended up going to HR. Can you explain that?
Yeah, no, it happens. Yeah, it does happen.
Can anyone in the chat explain
that? I've seen that happen. I've seen situations at the day, right, with me, right. So a guy in the day, right, yeah, right, would talk to a woman and all that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, talk to a woman. But then when I talk to that same woman and she's kind of showing me a bad face. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? So I've seen it. I've been through it. I've been through it. You know what I mean? And I think so. Well, you know, you can't have it both ways, can you? Really? Do you know what I mean?
But that's what it all boils down to. It's always going to be attraction. What they want, and it's very unrealistic. And what I figured out is they want the bad boy to act like the nice guy, and the nice guy to act like the bad boy. I'm sorry, that doesn't exist. It's a character. It's character. Once a guy establishes a character, he never changes because it takes him years to bloody develop that. I still have my inner circle is still the same people I went to nursery with. The friends don't change, right? You just add more to the original circle. Your football team doesn't change, right? Ask any woman who her friends, have she got any friends from nursery? I guarantee you she'll say no. Guarantee she'll say no. Ask her if she got any friends from school. Not really. Ask her, does she have any friends in work? Yeah. Oh, I know. So you've got friends from work, but you don't have friends from your childhood. Now, why is that? Because they don't make friends the same way we do. They're not loyal to their friends like we are. And that's just the way it's always been. I still have the same group of friends. I don't really speak to them, but they're all there, the little group. It's the same group that I was with in nursery. And it's the same football team I've always supported. Nothing changes. Once a man establishes a character, that is who he is. I've always said this, Rod, so you might agree with this. Men don't change, we reveal. We don't change. You can't change our minds. We never change, we just reveal who we really are. You might get the light-hearted version at first, but the mask will slip. And once you see that mask slip, believe it, because that's who he really is. You met the representative. Now you're meeting the real thing. Can you handle it? That's life. What about Greenwood? Could he be wrongfully convicted of something he didn't do? Was she withdrew the charges? There is no charges anymore.
That's what but this is what I was trying to explain to Footy, innit? I was trying to explain the same thing to Footy.
It didn't work at all.
Do you know what I mean? He just wouldn't. I was just trying to explain the same thing. You know what I mean? And he wouldn't have it at all. Wouldn't have it at all. You know what I mean? What about Greenwood? Could he have been wrongly convicted of something that he didn't do? Yes, he could have.
He withdrew the charges. There's nothing there now.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, yeah, so and that's what I'm trying to say, because the reason why she withdrew the charges isn't there because she had a conscience. She had a conscience, and just think if he didn't have a conscience, he could have been convicted of something that didn't. There's still people now still think he done something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I had
the video tape, and I said, I'm not even a lawyer, and I said, right, I can rip that apart straight away.
Yeah.
One, can you prove to me that video is not consensual? That's the first one. Can you prove to me intent, and can you prove to me actual bodily harm? If you can't prove any of those three, then a lawyer's going to have a field day with that video.
Exactly.
I ripped it apart straight away. My missus was like, what happened there? I ripped that video apart because I'm not even a lawyer, but I studied law in the Open University. And it's literally those three things is part of the law. You've got to prove those three things in order to get a conviction. Question, thoughts on the Dolmio puppet Fabrizio with his reports? Is he really the go-to guy when he has been getting things wrong lately? The Dolmio puppet Fabrizio, what's that? Who's that?
Fabrizio Romano.
Was that Fabrizio and Gamoa? Because no,
Fabrizio Romano. Fabrizio Romano. And he hasn't really been getting it wrong, to be honest. He hasn't been.
If you're talking about on TikTok, yeah, I don't think that's actually him. I think that's someone else.
Yeah, it's a burnt account. I'm telling you, it's a burnt account. Seriously.
Because it's like Camavinga to Liverpool, like, even though we were linked to him.
It's a burnt account.
Greenwood still lives with some woman and his kid. He married her. They got married.
Yeah, they got married. Exactly.
Barcola tell us that's the one I read out. He's been hurt. High five's been hurt. All right, though, sounds like Mark Fowler working on the fruit and veg stall in the market, Lou. Yeah. And that's the thing, though. They are only accept whistling from a man they're attracted to, right?
Yeah.
Anyone from McDonald's or the postman or anything like that, they don't even see. They won't even see him because they're not attracted to him. He doesn't exist. So when they're going on about these people saying there's no good men, no, it's the ones you pick. You pick them.
Yeah.
There's plenty of guys around. You pick them. It's an 80-20 rule. 80% go for 20%. That's how it's always been. But years ago, before online, they couldn't go for the 20% because they had to go for the one in their village. So say me being 6'1" and what I'm being broad-shouldered, whatever else, right? You couldn't pick me up if couldn't pick me up from London because you didn't even know I existed. You'd have to pick me up in the town I live in or the city I live in. That's where you'd have to pick me up. But because online came along, that's how I managed to meet my missus because she's from London. I could never have met her any other way. She'd have to be up here or I'd have to be down there. What the hell am I doing in the nightclub? What am I doing in the nightclub in London? You know what I mean? Of all the places to go to, what the hell am I doing in London in a nightclub? Because that's how I would have had to meet her. Because there's no online, remember, there's no online. Personally, I think social media has ruined dating.
You reckon? Yeah, I reckon it has.
It's ruined dating because, just like I just said, now they think 6 foot and broad shoulders like myself are common, and they're not. Because I go around people all day long and I don't see people as tall and white and broad shoulders as I am. I walk past people all day long and I don't see it. So how can it be common if I don't see it? I'm taller than 97% of the people I walk around. So how can I be common if I'm taller than 97% of the people I walk around? It makes no sense, does it?
No, it makes
sense. A lot of
sense.
girls do it for attention. Yeah, that's it. I'm not holding on past pains of false transfer rumours and news. I'm just used to see FSG screwing over LFC fans with wasteful transfer sagas. I'd hear you if it wasn't for the previous season of getting 4 big signings over the line. So I'm not 100% sure on what the hell FSG are playing at. But if they're going to get Barcola over the line and they're going to send Gakpo to Tottenham and bring in Ryan, okay, you still got to sort out your centre-back, but you better do something in January because you're taking another huge risk, and I'm sick and tired of your risks. But if that's what you want to do, you better be ready for the backlash if something happens to the jacket.
This is my seriously, and that's my problem. That's my problem with it.
Rest in peace to Franco Baresi, former player at AC Milan, who passed away at the age of 66 years of age.
You know it is. Do you know it is? Franco Baresi, fucking quality defender, quality, bro.
I don't remember seeing him before. I think he might be before my time. Definitely before my time. I wasn't even born.
He was part of that team, the 80s team with obviously before he was born, yeah. But he's part of that 80s team that won the Champions League and all that, and he was managed by Carlo Ancelotti. That's when they had like Rijkaard, Van Basten, and Hullet. Franco Baresi.
I remember Ruud Hullet, but that's only because he managed Chelsea and he was a player manager.
Yeah, but that's when these people. But these people, at the end of the day, they're quality. But it's they're quality.
They were before my time, so I don't remember. I don't know who they are.
No, I hear you.
But still, 66. Not on this day and age. That's too young.
66 years old. Yeah,
it's too young in this day and age.
You know what it is? We can put like some vibrate. Do my fucking head in.
Roger's listening to ABBA. Thank you for the music in his headphone.
So,
Godfather Baresi was a top quality player around, and he was one of the best players around the world at the time.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
What he's done, I'm just saying I don't know who he is. Basically, just because of when I was born. Unfortunately.
I say thank you for the music, the songs we're singing.
I was born at the end of the 80s, guys. 88 to be exact. 38 this year. Getting to that 40, Rod's getting there. Coming up to that 40.
Yeah, mate. Mate, it's waiting for you, pal.
Well, look how you fellas still look, though. I don't age. All it takes is a haircut and a shave, and I rewind the clock. If you look at the last show, I look like an old man.
Yeah, it gets to it comes to all of us, mate. It comes to all of us.
My family, there's a youthful gene in the family. My father's 61 and doesn't look a day past 30.
Is it?
Madness. He's 61 years of age. Doesn't look a day past 30.
Oh, my word.
Absolute madness. All of us, every person in the family, there's a youthful gene in the family somewhere because we're all young for our ages.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that, boy.
I get to look young forever, forever young.
Who wants to live forever?
Louis Armstrong. If you want to do Louis Armstrong again, that's in the chat. I wish I was still 38. Mr. Liverpool, my age will grow as well. Cotsworth, tell us when Alisson goes, who do we bring in? Oh, God. I'm dreading that, to be honest with you. Who do we bring in? Good question. It's difficult to say who's going to be around.
I don't know. They're probably just... Mamadas Philly was sort of like...
No. God, please. I can't take a left-footed goalkeeper. There's just something bad about a left-footed goalkeeper. I can't describe it. They just can't kick.
Yeah, facts.
FSG use LFC fans to hack them to false transfer sagas, and the players' agents from other clubs use LFC transfers. Both things make me sick to my stomach. Someone's been watching Hocus Pocus and have a glorious morning. Makes me sick. The second choice, who we got in trash, mean? No, not Mama Dash. Get the other guy, Woodman. He's a much better goalkeeper than Mama. Just use him.
All right, then come to the end of the show, guys. Come to the end of the show. So please, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also hit the notification button. You'll be notified whenever I go live. You know what I mean?
That name sounds familiar. Is that the one from Cape player, or is that someone else?
I don't know. Oh dear. I'll probably be back tomorrow for a show tomorrow. Still, not
Hopefully
sure yet.
Have some Barcola news if we're lucky.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and look it up now to see what's going on. You know what I mean?
They didn't get back to you.
I know, innit?
Uncle's getting into his silk pajamas. Two what? Okay, into his silk pajamas. Two what?
Who said that?
Who do you think? Nat.
Oh, fucking mess.
Why did the chicken cross the road to get away from KFC?
Fuck's sake. Ravi, you're a mess. All right, then, guys, take care. See you guys later. Take it easy. Love and respect. Take care, guys.
We out. FSG out.
Big up, bless up, one love.